Hello student, as the continuation of the video lecture, this one is the next lecture of that second chapter of class 9, that is tissue. Okay, the second chapter that is in class 9, that is tissue. Okay, so in first chapter that we can easily know about that the combination of cell it form what? Tissue. Okay, so if we are write the definition of that tissue, then simply we will write that combination of cell is called tissue, but it was wrong. It was little bit wrong. Okay. So the simple definition, if you want to write the simple definition, then the simple definition is what? Combination group of cell having similar function called tissue. Okay, so this one is the important line, because if one question that I have given you, group, if the bucket is full of egg, then it was called as tissue or no? So simply we will write that it was not a tissue, because group of cells, the eggs are cell, but they have different function. All cells have different function. Okay, so it was not called as tissue. Okay, so some points that you always remember about that tissue, that term tissue was given by Bichette. Okay, the study of tissue in the science which deal with the study of tissue called histology. Term histology was given by Mayer. Okay, so these are the terms which you always remember. Okay, so we have to know about this. Okay, so firstly we are going to just give you a branch, giving you a branching part. So the table you have to learn it, or the branch you have to learn it clearly. Okay, because all the things are depend on that branch. As you already know that in first we will discuss about the plant tissue. First we have to discuss about the plant tissue. So in plant tissue, as I already know that some part of the tissue are they will easily having a division, it means growth, but maximum part do not have growth capability. So plant having what? Plant having two types of tissue. The first tissue in which the cell will grow. The first tissue in which growth is present. It means division is possible. It means cell division is possible. And second one is division is not possible. Division is not possible. Okay. So the tissue in which, the plant tissue in which division is possible is called meristematic tissue. Okay, and the division in which and the tissue in which the division is not possible, that is called as permanent tissue. So these 2 points you always be remember, that is the tissue, the plant tissue in which division is possible, is means cell division is present, that is called as meristematic tissue, and the tissue in which that division is absent, that is called as permanent tissue. Okay, So meristematic tissue is of three types. You always be remember that one is apical meristematic tissue. Number two, this one is apical. Number two is that is intercalary, and the third one is called as, and the third one is called as lateral. The third one is called as what? Lateral. Okay. So you have to always remember that meristematic tissues are only three types. It is apical, it was present at the tip. Intercalary, it was present, later we will discuss where it was present. And lateral, and that is called lateral. To always be remember that meristematic tissue are of only a three types, but most difficulty will come in that permanent tissue, because maximum branching should be there in that. Okay, so that permanent tissue is of two types. Permanent tissue is of two types. Okay, that is simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue. These are two types: simple permanent tissue, and complex permanent tissue. Why it was called as simple? Because made up of similar cell, made up of similar cell. Okay, और इसमें क्या हो जाएगा? मेड अप ऑफ डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ सेल, मेड अप ऑफ different cell. It means shape, size and structure of the cells are different, but here the simple one, that is what? Made up of similar types of cell. It means if the one cell structure is circular, then rest of the cells structure are circular. Okay, and again this simple is divided into two parts, and that one is important. Okay, that the simple one is divided into two parts, that is supporting and protecting. And supporting. Okay, in protecting we have to know about the example, that is epidermis. Second one is called as core. It is also called as bark. It is also called as phloem. Okay, and in supporting, the three examples are there, that is most important, that PCS, that is parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. In complex permanent tissue, only two cells that we have to know, that is xylem, and second one is phloem. So this one is the branch that you always remember, this branch, because this one is most important branch. Okay, because all the things will be depend on this. So okay, so firstly we will start that meristematic tissue, and later we will start that permanent tissue. So in the next slide we have to know about that meristematic tissue. Okay, the first, that is meristematic tissue. The points that you know, that the cells which have capability, the implant tissue, those have capability of division, that is called as what? Meristematic tissue. Okay, one diagram that I always do in the class. What was the diagram? Listen it very carefully. This is the diagram. If you know this diagram very carefully, okay, then every question should be easily clarified. Suppose that this one is the plant part, okay, and here are some nodes where the leaf will be arise. Here the leaves will be arise. Okay, so some tissue which was present in this region which was help in the elongation, the tissue which was present here, the meristematic tissue which was present here, that is called as apical meristematic tissue. Okay, the function of apical meristematic tissue is very simple. Okay, help in elongation of plant, help in elongation of plant. It means लंबाई बढ़ाने के लिए, it means elongation in length, to help to increase the length of the plant. Okay, so apical, it was present at the tip of root also, and it was present at the tip of shoot also. Okay, so present at the tip of root and shoot. Okay, so it was helped to increase the root also, and it was helped to increase the shoot also. Okay, as you know that at the node region the branches were arise. So here in this area where the branches are arise, this one is the branches, these are called as branches are arise. So the area at which the branches are arise, that is called as a node, and in between the two nodes, that is called as what? Internode. Suppose that you have to see the sugar cane, some nodes are there, so that is there, that is called as node. Okay, and in between the two nodes, these two nodes, that is called as internode. Okay, simple structure is that. Okay, now listen very carefully. So in the middle part where the branches were arise, so the node, the place where node, here is also a node. Okay, here is also base of the leaf also. Okay, that node is present. So here the tissue is present, that is called as intercalary meristematic tissue. Okay, so what is the work of intercalary meristematic tissue? First is the present at the node and internode. Okay, and base of stem and leaf. Okay, help to increase the stem, help to increase the branch, help to increase the leaf, help to increase the node of that plant body. Okay, now the next one which was present here, this tissue is called as lateral meristematic tissue. Lateral meristematic tissue, it help to increase the diameter of a stem, help to increase the diameter of stem. If you saw a wood log, then there are so many circular rings are present in that wood log. Okay, that sexual ring is simply called as cambium ring. Cambium ring, and it will be growth that called as secondary growth. Secondary growth. With the help of this ring, counting of this cambium ring, we can easily identify the age of that plant. Okay, so lateral meristematic tissue help in the formation of that cambium ring. Help in the formation of cambium ring. So if it was help in the formation of cambium ring, okay, so it was also help in the secondary growth. Secondary growth. So this point will be always asking to you कि which tissue, which plant tissue help in the formation of cambium ring or help in secondary growth. The simple answer you will write that is lateral meristematic tissue. Okay, I think this point is clear. So every point should be clear regarding to that meristematic tissue. Okay, from the next slide we are going to discuss about that the permanent tissue. Whatever the permanent tissue, you have to know that the second one, that is permanent tissue. Permanent tissue. Okay, So, with the help of that branch, we have to know about that permanent tissue is of two types, that is simple and complex. Okay, so first we are starting about the simple permanent tissue. Permanent tissue, simple permanent tissue. Okay, so in simple permanent tissue, okay, why it was called as simple permanent tissue? Because all the cells are having similar similar structure, okay, are having similar structure. Okay, so first, see, simple permanent tissue is also divided into two parts. That number A, we will starting that protective simple permanent tissue. As it is named, it was helping protection. It help to protect the plant's part. Okay, so here our first example is epidermis. First example is what? Epidermis. As the name is given, that ep is equal to upon, and dermis is equal to layer. It means the layer which was present upon it. Suppose that you have taken a leaf, okay, and you just cut this leaf here, okay, and with the help of microscope we are just going to elaborate it. We have saw the diagram like that. Listen very carefully. You have to saw the diagram like this. Okay, and here also we saw a diagram like this. Okay, so in that you have not in the syllabus. In here there are so many cortex region. In between that two there are so many cortex regions are present. That is not in your syllabus, but you have to know this cortex. And inside the cortex, this diagram is the diagram that I'll draw, that is cortex region. Inside it, that is xylem and phloems are present. Okay, now listen very carefully. What are the things in your syllabus? Suppose that here is the layer. If we are going to see any leaf, if you put a single drop of water on the surface of leaf, it will be not stay at their place, because some waxy things are present on the surface of leaf. Okay, now listen very carefully. The waxy layer, this is waxy layer which was present on the surface of leaf, that is called as cuticle. And this cuticle layer is made up of a simple proteinaceous layer, that is called as cutin. Okay, cuticle does not allow to stay the water at the place. Does not allow to stay water. Okay, simple. Okay, the layer which was present, this one, that is called as upper epidermis. Okay, and this one is called as lower epidermis. Okay, so here is also a cuticle and here is also cuticle. At some place the cuticle is not present, so this pore is called as stomata. So this one is also a stomata. Okay, in the lower surface of leaf, the stomata is maximum as comparison to the upper surface. That stomata is surrounded by two cells, that kidney shaped cells or bean cell, that is called what? God cells. God cells are helping to opening and closing of stomata. Okay, so this cuticle, there's upper epidermis and lower epidermis. Above that cuticle is present, which protect the plant, that leaf, okay, through the water or any hindrance. Okay, so this is the epidermis. The second one, that is cortex region. The second one is what? Cortex or cork, bark or fellow. You have seen the stem of mango. Above the stem, some layer, this type of brownish layer is present, that is called as bark. Okay. While I am cutting this bark, suppose that if the bark is cutting here, some liquid material will be released here, and that liquid material is filled inside it. The liquid is called as, that is called as gum, resin, etc. Latex, gum, resin, etc. Okay. So the question is arise that from where it was come. So the pores, some pores was present on the stem, on the main stem. That pore, is called as, that is one most important one, that is called as lenticels. This help to exchange the gases in a help to exchange gases from the environment. Okay, this point is clear. Also help to remove the waste product. Also help to remove the waste product of plant. Okay, so this is the two one, that is epidermis and core, bark or phloem. Okay, in the next video we are going to discuss about that supporting permanent tissue, which one is most important. That is, we are discussing about the parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma also. Okay, and in that plant tissue is completed. So this is all about today's video. Okay, thank you.